Hey guys, it's Buttermilk and Kefir day today. If anybody knows how to pronounce that, let me know, because I don't know if that's how I've pronounced it all my life. Never heard anybody say it out loud, so let me know if you know better than I do. And they're very different. I mean, you can almost tell that that's kind of thicker than this is. This has been in the fridge for quite a while, and like I say, every time I have some space in the bottle and some spare milk, I usually just top it up and leave it out at room temperature for a couple of days till it gets cultured. And you know, you might be wondering why, if I've got kefir, I'm doing buttermilk too, but they're both really different. They have very different flavors. And this is where the controversy comes in, because if you buy buttermilk bacteria like this little envelope here, it does come packed in packed in lactose. But the bacteria consume the lactose; it's their food, and they also consume the natural sugars in the plant milks, and that's how you can veganize them. That's how they work. But you know, you may not be comfortable buying it because it's got lactose in it. Let me open this little envelope. I've got an extra bottle I can pour some of the powder in and top it up with some milk that I have warmed up. I hope it's not too cool now. Well, it's a little cool, but it's not too cool. That's a good temperature for buttermilk. Anyway, let me sprinkle the powder into the bottle, and then I'll fill it up with milk. Okay, there's the powder down in there. Now, you don't have, in spite of what marketers are going to tell you, if you do decide to buy this, you don't have to keep buying it. You can save some of your previous batch, and it'll culture your next batch. I mean, that's what people did for thousands and thousands of years. They didn't, the Huns weren't going online and buying cultures for their fermented milks. So don't listen to people. You can keep it, once you veganize it, you can just keep it going. So let me pour in the milk. It's going to be a two-handed operation. Okay, so I just filled it up. I used a blend of some of my garbanzo bean milk and some cashew milk. Gave it a shake, and it will be cultured in about 3 days at room temperature in my house, which is kind of on the cold side. But, you know, if you decide to try this, always taste as you go. And I forgot to mention on the yogurt video, because I was running out of time, always sterilize all your stuff. You don't want anything funky getting in here. And if you taste, use a clean spoon. Don't just drink it out of the bottle and get your spit in there. Use a clean spoon to taste it until it's done, and then pour it into a container. Don't just drink this out of the bottle. And now, let's see, what I usually, like I mentioned with the kefir, what I usually do is just top that bottle up and let it sit out. But these are my, these are the grains, and they're ready to be fed. You see that separation in there? So let me pour this out into a glass, and you can drink that. So you can see the grains down in here. They're kind of like little curds of cottage cheese. And if you feed this, if you take care of this and you feed it well, they'll get huge, and your collection of grains will expand. And if you know a vegan who likes kefir, you can share when you get enough. I think you can also keep these in the freezer. I just keep mine in the fridge. It went about a year between feedings, and they're pepping right up. So, you know, as long as you don't let them dry out, just you know, drain them and pour fresh milk in. Leave them out at room temperature with the fresh milk until it, you know, ferments, and drain it off and put more in. Let me see if I can put more in. I do have it. Well, no, I'll have to use two hands. I do have enough of my garbanzo bean and cashew bean blend to top this jar up. I like to keep the screen top on while I'm feeding them because it's easy to pour the liquid out and retain the grains. So the link to yesterday's videos will be in the description. The link to the playlist, the Vegudairy playlist, will be in the description. The recipes will be on my blog, and they will be printed below in the description and linked to on my blog. And that's it for the buttermilk and the kefir. I will see you later, guys.